you've registered for student employment, now it's time to fill out your application and search for a job. This can be done using our job search database at www.jhu.edu/studjob. From the main page, click Student Handbook. Once open, click Login. Log in using the ID and password you created when you registered. It's probably your JET ID and password. If you haven't registered with student employment and don't have a login and password, you'll need to do that before you can create an application. Once you've logged in, click Create/Update My Application. You'll be asked to log in for a second time for security purposes. The information that you entered when you created your login comes up first, including your major, class standing, graduate date, etc. Be sure that the expected graduation date is correct. If you entered this year and you are not a senior, your access to our website could be interrupted. Now it's time to begin completing the rest of your application. There are 5 different sections to the application: General Info, Hours and Eligibility, Work Experience, Special Skills and Awards, and References. Let's start with General Information. You need to fill in the rest of your demographic information, such as your local address, permanent address, phone, etc. For enrollment school, KSAS stands for Krieger School of Arts and Sciences, and WSE is the Whiting School of Engineering. Next is Hours and Eligibility. The most important thing here is to list all of the hours that you have available, especially daytime hours. This does not mean that you will actually work these hours. Once you get an interview and the employer discovers how great you are, then you can discuss the schedule you would like to have. Work Experience. For this section, list any work experience including internships or work for credit that you've had in the past, regardless of how minor you may think it is. If you haven't held a job before, emphasize any volunteerism or work that you've done for a club, church, or organization. Special Skills and Awards. List all skills, even those you think are trivial, especially with technology. Many departments appreciate students who can use Excel, PowerPoint, and other features of Microsoft Suite. Maybe you have a black belt in karate, you're an amateur photographer, or starred in your high school theater production. List it. It got me this job. Reference. If you don't have any work experience, ask your advisor or the president of an organization if they will provide a reference for you. I'm sure that you know someone who recognizes just how great you are and is willing to say so. Emergency contact. The emergency contact is optional. If you've already provided this information to the university, you don't need to list it here. Your application is the foundation for your resume, so be sure to keep it up to date. Also, during the first couple weeks of school, when the student job fair is approaching, a condensed version of your app is your ticket to the job fair, so be sure to print it out. Now that you've completed your application, it's time to start your job search.